Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm glad to be here this afternoon at the Wichita Art Museum to give you a sneak peek of a new exhibition opening this Saturday. Thank you for bearing with us at the museum as they're going through construction and trying to make the entrance even more reinvigorated and greater than it was. This museum is truly a gem in our region and truly an asset to our art community. We have nationally recognized collection of over 10,000 pieces of American art and are fortunate to host amazing traveling exhibits as well. The last 7 years, under the leadership of Dr. Patricia McDonald, Wichita has had the great honor of playing host to fantastic art exhibits, including, well, this is in French, so maybe you should read this. Monet Matisse in 2018 and Georgia O'Keeffe in 2019. I'm going to have Megan work with me on pronunciation of these in the future. This year, the tradition continues with a renowned glass art from artist Preston Singletary, who is a member of the Tlingit tribe from southern, southern Alaska. Is that correct?
Correct.
I want to make sure I'm saying this right. When we say glass art, we don't just mean vases and etchings. We're talking also about this immersive, multi-sensory exhibition, which opens again this Saturday. It will travel from the West Coast to the Smithsonian Institution, and the stop it makes between is right here in Wichita. So the next time you can see this gallery will be at the Smithsonian in DC. The show is titled Preston's Singletary, Raven and a Box of Daylight, fuse time-honored glass-blowing traditions with Pacific Northwest Native art. And our very own Mid-American All-Indian Center will be helping with the opening party this Saturday night. So here to tell us more about this is Dr. Patricia McDonald. Doctor?
Thank you, Mayor Whipple, and welcome to the Wichita Art Museum. I think this is your first news briefing over here. We're really thrilled to have you.
More of these.
Yes, exactly.
Much nicer than where we normally
To share with you and to share with the viewing public, we've been doing really well at our art museum, the city's art museum in the past couple of years. Our attendance is up by 62%.
Oh, wow.
Our public program participation is up by 100%. I'm happy with our number. Our membership is up over 170%, so it's really great. That's partly inspired having a more welcoming entry for our Boeing entry lobby. So we're doing various different things with the building even, but I'm really pleased that you're here to help us mark and celebrate a new show that we're opening on Saturday that will then continue through the summer, through August. I've known the artist Preston Singletary for some time. He's a glass artist, lives in Seattle, but he is world renowned. So his art is collected in London and in Edinburgh and other major capitals in Europe and New York and Boston and Minneapolis and Seattle and San Francisco. And we're hoping at the end of the show also Wichita. He's created, with the Museum of Glass that's based in the Seattle area, an exhibition that is quite unique. So we know that our role at the Wichita Art Museum is to bring the rest of the world of art to our public, our citizens. And with the Preston Singletary show, there's a movement in the larger world of having art exhibitions that are very creative installations, and this is a wonderful example of that. So this exhibition is as much theatrical experience as it is an actual art show. So there are very impressive works of glass art, so objects. Some of them, quite tall, some of them quite large, some of them smaller, but they are set within a stage set is really the best way to talk about it. So there's film projection, and at times you hear native storytelling, but another time you hear waves lapping on the beach or bird song. And as you move from space to space, sort of from stage set to stage set, you learn the creation story of the raven, which is a primary and foundational story for Tlingit culture. So that's a Native American culture that's really originated in Alaska, but through diaspora has spread really across so much of the West Coast. So a very unusual show. I think Wichita people who come are just going to be amazed and drop their jaw. And spread out across the landscape of our city and be impressed and tell their friends and neighbors, and we're going to create a really wonderful snowball effect. This isn't a name like Georgia O'Keeffe or Matisse, but people are just going to go wild about this show. And we really appreciate that you bring your news briefing here so that we have that ability through some of the wonderful crews that are here to give just that little sneak peek to let people in Wichita know about what we do here at the Wichita Art Museum and that they should come down and see this. I'll close with the note that the Art Museum is free every Saturday. And that's thanks to the enlightened generosity of Colby Sandlian with Sandlian Realty. So really wonderful. If anybody is eager to see this show, they can come without the barrier of any kind of cost on Saturdays. So thank you for coming here.
Of course, thank you. Any questions for myself or for Dr. McDonald? See none. All right, well, let's go see the exhibit.